There are a couple of interesting news stories making the rounds in Lagos' iconic town, Epe Elejaro. The grand celebration of Oloja of Epe, Oba Kamorudeen Ishola Animashaun's 80th birthday and 25th coronation anniversary still echoes loudly in the streets of Epe town, as well as the jubilation over the recent restoration of power supply, among other big stories. I am Daniel Samson Idowu. Welcome to this week's episode of Epe Insight. For our first-time viewers, this is where we bring to you all the top trending stories across Epe Division for your viewing pleasure, and to keep you abreast with the latest stories in and around Epe. So sit back and relax as I walk you through all the major big stories that happened in the past few weeks in Epe. And just before we start, I would be absolutely glad if you could help support this program. All you need to do is to click on the subscription button below and turn on the notification bell just right beside it. Thank you. This week on Epe Insight, we shall have a retrospective look at the most talked about event in Epe this year so far, the grand double-header celebration of the 80th birthday and 25th coronation anniversary of His Royal Majesty Oba Kamorudeen Ishola Animashaun, the Oloja of Epe land. Then, we shall also discuss the much anticipated and celebrated restoration of power supply to Epe after months of blackouts, as well as the unfortunate re-emergence of cable vandals. Then, we'll turn our attention to Epe girl students who made history as fourth runner-up in the National Mathematics and Science competition. Interesting, right? Finally, we shall round up today's episode by having a look at the various facilitation messages and good wishes by Epe leaders to the devoted Muslims in Epe amidst the holy month of Ramadan. Alright, let's get into the thick of the discussion, shall we? Oba Kamorudeen Ishola Animashaun, the Oloja of Epe land, just celebrated his 80th birthday and 25 years on the throne, and it was indeed a day to remember. The celebration was flagged off with a week-long variety of programs and exercises, including medical outreach, culture and traditional rites day, Isheshe Day, a grand symposium, and a special Jumat prayer. The grand finale of the celebration took center stage on February the 22nd at Ogumodede High School in Epe. The interior decor of the makeshift event hall was indeed mind-blowing, as it gave every feel and taste of royalty, prestige, and elegance. A perfect stage that befits the iconic celebrant of the day and dignitaries that flooded the glamorous venue for the special occasion. Talking about dignitaries, top political statesmen headlined the event, including the first citizen of Lagos, Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, his wife, Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, Deputy Governor, Dr. Obafemi Hamzat, Rep. Wale Raji, Honorable Abiodun Tobun, as well as Epe local government chairman, the celebrant's daughter, Honorable Princess Sura Olayemi Animashaun, among many others, were there to honor Oba Kamorudeen Animashaun on his special day. Iconic traditional rulers from across various kingdoms within and beyond Lagos graced the occasion with their presence to commemorate with their colleague, including the Ayongunren of Ikorodu Kingdom, Oba Abdul Kabir Adewale Shotobi, Oba Alayeluwa Saheed Ademola Elegushi, Alayondelu of Odo Ayondelu, Oba Ganiu Aderebigbe Asumo, the Oniladaba of Ladaba Kingdom, Oba Sikiru Nureni Alugbi, the Elejirin of Ejirin Kingdom, Oba Ishola Babatunde Balogun, among many other royal fathers and traditional rulers. Also, the royal household of Oloja of Epe and Epe community members rally round to support and celebrate Oloja's incredible leadership over the years. The towering giant cake designed in steps and royal colors symbolizes the king's lofty heights and achievements in his noble lifestyle, leadership, and legacy. Governor Sanwo-Olu praised Oba Kamorudeen for his role in developing Epe, the good roads and infrastructure, especially with projects like Alaro City, which is changing the face of the town and attracting big investments. He also spoke about how the new Epe International Airport, set to open soon, will bring even more growth and opportunities to the area. Oba Animashaun took a moment to thank everyone for the love and support. He encouraged the people of Epe to stay united and continue to work together for the community's growth. Governor Sanwo-Olu honored the celebrants by anchoring the cake-cutting session in a classic manner, bringing smiles to the faces of the celebrants, guests, and all attendees while adding more excitement to the breathtaking event. The grand event ended with prayers and a big banquet, marking another chapter in the life of a king who has dedicated so much to his people and received so much in return. Joining our voice with other law-abiding citizens of Epe Division, on behalf of the publisher of a cohort blog, Otumba TJ Abbas, and our staff members, we wish His Royal Majesty Oba Kamorudeen Ishola Animashaun good health and a sound mind, and we say, long live the king. Up next is the most anticipated news, the restoration of power supply to the majority of the communities in Epe as the restoration phases continue. Epe community rejoiced over the restoration of power supply after months of blackout, which had placed so many businesses in jeopardy and effectively affected the social and economic standards of living in Epe neighborhoods. Lagosians in Epe heaved a sigh of relief at the wake of a full-scale repair of vandalized power cables and reconnection to the national power grid. A press release from the office of the Epe local government chairman, Honorable Princess Surah Olayemi Animashaun, through the Chief Press Secretary, Mr. Yusuf Temitayo, contained a detailed appreciation towards the key players in the restoration of power supply to Epe community. It stressed that the successful repair of the vandalized cables, which had plunged the community into darkness, is a proof of the persistent commitment and cooperation between Lagos State Government, Epe Local Government Council, Ikeja Electric, and other critical stakeholders. The statement recognized the milestone achievement and expressed gratitude for the collaborative efforts of Lagos State Government, community engagement, and public-private partnership in addressing the pressing needs of the community. The Office of the Executive Chair of Epe Local Government mentioned and acknowledged the costly contributions of several community leaders whose efforts played a crucial role in restoring power supply to the delight of Epe residents. The statement itemized the names of those who contributed immensely to the restoration of power in Epe, including His Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, the Honorable Commissioner for Energy and Mineral Resources, the Chairman, Epe Local Government, Honorable Princess Surah Animashaun, the Ikosi Chairman, Honorable Akogunwale Raji Anomo, the Eredo Chairman, Honorable Akinloye Monsuru, Honorable Abiodun Tobun, Member, Lagos State House of Assembly, Honorable Wale Raji, Member, Federal House of Representatives, His Royal Majesty Oba Kamorudeen Ishola Animashaun, Arolugbade Elekpe of Epe Land, Oba Shefiu Adewale, the National Youth Council of Nigeria, Epe Chapter, Alhaji Akoni Seriki Bamu, the Managing Director and CEO of Ikeja Electric, Vice Chairman of Epe Local Government, Honorable Sikiru Owolomonshe, and Chief Imam of Epe Central Mosque, Alhaji Oriyomi Kabir, among many others. Epe Local Government Chairman thanked the aforementioned stakeholders for their proactive intervention, which ensured the restoration of power and provision of security to prevent further vandalism. Indeed, it was truly a moment of shared happiness for all in Epe community. Now, let's shift our focus to the party spoilers, the hoodlums and power cable vandals who have been caught in the act in the past few days. Few days after the restoration of electricity in Epe, the vandals who had plunged the entire community into utter darkness in the past resumed their ungodly acts, but this time they were neither able to carry out their criminal act nor get away with it, as the vigilantes who have been on high alert apprehended them in the act. The identities of the vandals, who often hide under the cover of darkness to vandalize and steal costly cables and electricity infrastructures, were revealed as they were severely dealt with by the local vigilantes before they were handed over to the law enforcement agencies for further prosecution. A court blog gathered that security operatives in Ilara, Epe, apprehended 4 suspected cable vandals who attempted to steal electrical cables in the early hours of Sunday, March the 2nd, 2025. One of the suspects, Innocent Victor, was electrocuted while trying to cut high voltage cables and sustained severe injuries. The incident occurred around 2 a.m. when residents suddenly noticed a power outage This raised suspicions, prompting local security personnel to investigate. Upon arrival at the scene, they found Victor severely injured from the electric shock, while his 3 accomplices attempted to flee. They were immediately apprehended. A Toyota Camry with the registration number BDC22GX containing various tools used for vandalism was recovered from the suspects. Confirming the arrest, a security officer said, "During our patrol, we noticed that the power went off suddenly. As we moved closer, we heard a loud noise and saw one of the vandals struggling with electric shock. His accomplices tried to escape, but we overpowered them and handed them over to the authorities," he added. A resident of Ilara expressed relief over the arrest, saying, "For months, we have been suffering from constant power outages due to cable theft. It was frustrating, but when we heard the thieves had been caught, it was exciting news. We hope the law will deal with them properly." The suspects have been handed over to the security authorities for further investigation. Authorities have urged residents to remain alert and report any suspicious activities to curb further vandalism in the future. And away from the dreadful vandal stories, we shall now turn our attention to Epe Daring Champions, as Epe girls students make history by emerging as the 4th runner-up in the National Mathematics and Science competition. Students from Epe Girls Senior Secondary School, a public school in Lagos State, have made history by emerging as the 1st runner-up in a fiercely contested national competition featuring over 3,000 schools from across Nigeria. A cohort blog gathered that the prestigious event, aimed at promoting academic excellence in mathematics and sciences, took place on Saturday, March 1st, 2025 at Eco Hotel and Suites, Victoria Island, Lagos. The competition, organized by the Maths for Life Foundation International, marked its 10th anniversary edition and was spearheaded by its president, Mr. Omoniyi Osuntuyi. Despite the intense competition, Epe Girls stood out as the only public senior secondary school to reach the finals, making them a beacon of hope for public education in Lagos. The school was proudly represented by Orimasan Ketura Testimony and Olanihun Munirat Oluwatumininu, both SS3 Sciences students, who showcased exceptional talent and determination. Expressing his pride, Mr. Yusuf Kasim, their class teacher, commended the students for their incredible feat. 15 seconds is no small time. You represented not just Epe, but the entire Lagos State. I am so proud of you girls, he said, reflecting on the students' remarkable efforts and perseverance. Speaking after the competition, Orimisan Ketura Testimony described the experience as inspiring. This competition has shown us that with dedication and hard work, we can compete on any stage. It was an honor to represent our school, our community, and Lagos State, she stated. Olanihun Munirat Oluwatumininu, a teammate, also shared her excitement, emphasizing the impact of the competition on their academic journey. But making it this far is a victory on its own. We hope this inspires other students in public schools to believe in their abilities, she added. That's a big achievement for Lagos and a moment of pride for the entire Epe Division. A clear indication that Epe is not just blessed with numerous resources, but also richly favored with smart brains and brilliant minds. A sign that the future of Epe is big, bright, and glorious. And finally, on Epe Insight today, let's talk about the beautiful Ramadan season as various elder statesmen and community leaders across Epe communities deliver heartwarming facilitation messages and a general call for love, peace, and togetherness among all the peace-loving members of Epe Division in this holy month of Ramadan. As Muslim faithfuls in Nigeria commence the sacred month of Ramadan, the lawmaker representing Epe Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives, Honorable Wale Raji, has extended his heartfelt Ramadan greetings to his constituents, Lagosians, and the entire Muslim community. A cohort blog gathered that in a goodwill message, Rep. Raji described Ramadan as a period of mercy, forgiveness, and spiritual renewal, urging Muslims to use the month for deep reflection, acts of kindness, and renewed devotion to Almighty Allah. We thank Allah for His grace and benevolence in granting us yet another opportunity to engage in fasting, prayers, and self-discipline. Ramadan is a time to draw closer to our Creator, show love to one another, and embrace virtues that promote peace and unity, he said. In the same vein, Honorable Ogunkelu emphasized the importance of spiritual reflection and reconciliation, calling on the people to set aside conflicts and foster harmonious relationships. I implore the general public to take time for prayer and retrospection during this holy month. Ramadan is not just about abstaining from food and drink. It is a period to seek forgiveness, reconcile differences, and strengthen our bond as a community, he stated. Also, Honorable Sikiru Ahmed Ayinde, Commissioner of the Local Government Service Commission, Epe Division, has extended his warm wishes to the Muslim community, emphasizing the significance of the holy month as a time for spiritual renewal, faith, and devotion. Ramadan is a blessed opportunity for us to rekindle our faith, rejuvenate our spirits, and renew our dedication to serving Allah and humanity, he stated. May our fasting, prayers, and good deeds be accepted, and may this month bring us closer to Allah. The Executive Chairman of Eredu Local Government Council Development Area, Honorable Monsuru Akinloye Ismail, also extended his heartfelt greetings to the Muslim faithfuls on the beginning of the holy month of Ramadan, praying for Allah's blessing and favor upon them. Ramadan is a time for prayer, self-discipline, and renewed dedication to Allah. I pray that this sacred month brings immense blessings and favor to all Muslims, and may our fasting and supplications be accepted, he stated. Several other leaders and economic stakeholders in Epe urged the Muslim community to stay true to the virtues of Islam and ensure that they allow the transformative wave of the season to help sweep away every negativity and usher in an era of continued prosperity in Epe, Lagos, and Nigeria at large. On this note, the publisher and staff of a cohort blog wish all our Muslim viewers a happy Ramadan season, as we say, Ramadan Kareem. And that's a wrap on this week's episode of Epe Insight. Mind you, if you are yet to click on the subscription button below, kindly do so and turn on the notification bell to get notified as soon as the next episode drops. Daniel Samson Idowu is my name. See you next time.